welcome back to Mastering Sales with Brent Gove. I have a special guest today, Jared Davis. And Jared, where is Jared? You up here, Jared? Okay. Are you here? Where's Jared?
I'm here.
You're here. Where are you? I don't see you.
I'm in my top left corner. I don't know what little Brady Bunch box I'm in on your end.
Must be blocked. I get all these messages on my computer like upgrade, reboot, download this, background. Oh man, what did I just do? Hold on, Jared. I gotta hit Zoom. Okay, I got it back. So I'm trying to look for you. I don't see you. Raise your hand. It'll put you. Oh, there you are. Yeah, you were in the right hand corner. You were in my right hand corner where all the messages flowed in on Apple. So you were covered. There you are. Now you went to the left hand corner because you raised your hand. That was cool. So Jared, a little bit about Jared, so you know about him. Jared, you're from Richmond, Virginia. And you flip how many homes a year typically?
The flips aren't a ton. I buy a bunch of rentals. So we bought about 48 rental doors last year. Flips are a little less. I've done 6 flips this year so far. If I can do about 10 flips, I'll be happy.
It'd be nice if you actually sold some real estate, though. You know, anyone can buy 48 homes. That's kind of weak, personally. Sure. Just kidding. Joanne, pull it. I love your face. And David, you guys are fun to watch when I say stuff. I'm kidding. He knows I'm kidding.
A little.
Yeah. It's good. So I wish you sold a little. How many homes did you sell last year?
We were right at 200 last year, and we're probably going to do about 300, 350 this year.
So he bought 48 doors last year, and he did 200 sales last year. And this year he's going to do 300, 350 this year. So he's a monster. If you're wondering what a monster looks like, and by the way, if you're a woman, you do this, I will call you a monster. This is my highest form of a compliment. If I call you a monster, a beast, this is my highest form of praise. So don't get weirded out by it. Tristan is a beast. He's a monster. See, look at that. And he's not offended. All right. So Jared, I said I want one great tip for a buyer and one great tip for a seller. This is Mastering Sales. So Jared, what would you tell them to do? Start with buyer. Any advice?
So I guess for buyers, I have a decent one for sellers that we've been working on right now. Thinking about buyers, our market's pretty tough right this second. So I don't know.
Everybody else is really easy. It's super easy. But go ahead. Tell us about your tough market.
Well, even inventory wise, right? Like prices are still going up drastically. We're in this thing where people are overbidding 40, 50, 60,000. So, for us, it's all a relationship game. If you were just on the last call talking about events, one of the things that has really helped our agents is just that we throw so much stuff to help agents that the reality is once we get into negotiations, most of the agents in town know us, which is really nice. It's nice to be known as the guy that's helping people and training people and building camaraderie here in Richmond. So that's helped a lot as far as—
Hey, time out. There's a success leaves clues. So he throws a lot of events. He does happy hour. He does agent events. Asked me if I'd come out and speak. I flew to Richmond last month. We rocked it. How big is your group? 20, 30, 40 people? How big is your revenue share organization these days?
We're at 347 as of today.
Wow. Where were you a year ago?
70 or 65, probably, something like that.
All right. Success leaves clues. And he throws events all the time, does fun things. People want to be a part of volleyball, picnics, movie night, happy hour, maybe go wine tasting, light on the alcohol. My high recommendation to you, I do nothing with alcohol these days. Everything's coffee and hot chocolate for Gove, little tea. But that's me. I'm not, if you want to have a pina colada, have at it. I am not, no judgment here. But so I interrupted you. What is your buyer tip? You helped them. What was it?
So I think the relationship side of things with the agents has helped us a lot with gaining offers in this market. As far as offers go in our competitive markets, we've gone as far as we have a licensed home inspector that's also a licensed agent within our group now. So even just doing things like pre-home inspections before offers, it's nice because we can keep it within EXP. He's just kind of doing a special deal, $175, $180, and he'll go out and do a pre-inspection So we can waive those really quickly, thankfully, because he's licensed. He can central lock in or lockbox in. And, that way it lets us waive inspections. We're doing the same thing on the sell side as well. If people want that pre-home inspection. So we're just trying to build as many relationships as we can within the vendor list. Same thing with even just people buying. If it's a fixer upper now, because I flip, I try to help them contract stuff out after the fact. I'm going to save them thousands of dollars if they need to put in new kitchens, floors, roofs, windows, whatever. It's really about value nowadays, right? Like we've gone through this whole thing where now we have to establish our value as a buyer's agent. So we're actually building out a buyer's agency presentation, which it's crazy to think with how much we sell. We've never had a buyer agency presentation before. Obviously, we've always sat down, we've walked them through. Yes, this is the process, but now we actually have to say, this is the process and this is why you should pay us. So we're actually building out an entire presentation on this is all the things that you're going to get when you hire us as your buyer's agent as well, because most agents are still just saying, well, I'm going to open the door and hopefully you won't have to pay me. And we're role playing that really hard right now with our.
Would you be willing to come on here in the next month or two when you finish that and share that with people?
For sure. Yeah. We role played it at our last role play. And then on our team meeting today, we talked about, hey, let's actually put this into a publication, because not everybody makes the role play. People forget. We tend to redo the same role play things again and again until people get it, and they never really get it. So the more I can put in writing for these guys, right? I mean, I've been doing this a decade. I can convey my value without something like that. But what I've realized, everybody in the group needs it. Everybody on the team needs it. So if we can build it out for everybody, then it helps.
Yep.
My seller tip is along the same lines. If you're ready for the seller.
Yeah, go for it.
The other thing that we've worked on, we've always done this, but now it's something that we're putting in writing, and we're actually just going to have a nice clean sheet. Because now we're getting it for the first time ever. You go in and they say, well, are commissions negotiable? And we've always said they've always been negotiable, right? And so what I used to always tell people is 100%. I can do 6%, 7, 8, 9, 10, whatever you want to do, right? And typically that would at least get a chuckle, and it would kind of pull them off of like okay, this guy's serious about not lowering his rate. But now what we're doing, and I just wrote all my notes today on this, I'm actually going to have a price sheet. And it's going to start at 6%. And some of you guys probably have this, and I already have this in mind. But again, my agents come to me, well, what if they wanted to pay 7? What if they wanted to pay 8? So we're going to have an entire price sheet that goes into our listing presentation. And when it comes to commission, we're just going to be able to pull that sheet out and slide it right across the table. This isn't about, can you do it for 1 or 2 or 3? It's not even going to come up because it's not on our sheet. So I'm going to slide on the sheet, and it shows them, hey, 6% is going to get you pro photos, pro video, our extensive marketing plan, our open houses, all of our marketing within our team, everything like that. You go 7, we're going to stage your house for you. We're going to do a pro pre-clean before you list. We're going to do a pre-listing inspection like we just talked about. Oh, you want to go 8%? No worries. I know it's a pain to have to stay in your house when people want to come through and look at it. So we're going to put your dog in doggy daycare, and we're going to send you away for a weekend getaway. Anywhere within a 3-hour radius of Richmond, you tell me. You want mountains, you want beach, you want DC, you just want an Airbnb in the woods. I don't care. I'm going to send you off there. We're going to power wash your house. We're going to contract out the repairs. We're also going to do a move out clean. And if you want to do 9%, we're going to pay to move you out of your house. We're going to pay contractors up front. If you can't float the bill for some carpet and paint and things like that, I'll pay for it personally. You'll pay me back at closing. And this is my favorite thing that I came up with. At 9%, I am going to guarantee you that if you buy with us, no matter what the buyer's agency is offering, it's fine. So now I get to take off all the pressure that if when you go to buy, if they're not offering 3%, normally I would charge you that 3%. But if you want to do this 9% up front right now, I will take whatever's being offered by the seller on what you buy, and you can rest assured there'll be no added charges. So most likely we're still going to get paid on the buy side. But what it's going to do is it's going to relieve the pressure and say, hey, no worries. You know what your sales commission is going to be up front. Since you're not sure on the buy yet, no worries. You pick this option. I don't care if they pay me 0. I'm doing this for 0 on that back end, but we're taking care of it on the front end. So that's what we're building out for sellers.
I am so glad I asked you to share. Coach Bill Rapp, he's like brilliant. It was so good. So, and now I'm going to put him on the spot, you guys. So Jared, A goal isn't a goal unless it has a date and a time. When will this be done? Because I want you guys to. He's not afraid.
I hope.
I want you need to. You need to like. I'm putting you on the spot.
I hope that all this is done within a week. I mean, I think 2 weeks max, but I've told
Okay, we'll go 2 weeks. We don't do like it is getting done in 2 weeks, come hell or high water. I don't care if we stay up all night. So 2 weeks from today, you guys ready? Everyone write this down. Who's really detailed? Next week, you have to remind me. Jared said he was going to finish the buyer and the seller presentation next Tuesday because I will forget. Bill Rapp, was you said impressive, brilliant. I'm counting on you, Bill Rapp. See, I'm delegating leadership issue number 3 or point. And then I pickled Jared in a good way. He needs to get this done, you know? And so, Jared, you have 2 weeks from today, and then you're going to present to us at the 1% Club how you have this buyer presentation and then and a seller presentation. So make sure you don't miss that 2 weeks from today. Jared, you're amazing. I love your backdrop, Jared. Set goals and go. Stay humble, stay hungry, and mindset. Right off Boardwalk, it's his favorite game. And he bought 48 homes. He is Mr. Boardwalk.
We're building them.
Owning real estate is a cool thing, you guys. And there's ways to do it. But it's like going to Matthew Plummer's financial thing. There's ways. And so we're here to help you. I love you. Jared, thank you. Anything you want to say as we wrap this up?
No, man, I will be happy to build it out over a couple of weeks. And anybody that wants me to share it with them and copy and tweak it, all good. That's what we're here to do. Just share and build.
I copy stuff I see all over America. You know, when you see something cool, like Ben in Phoenix, Scottsdale built the coolest office. What I do? I built a cool office, right? So when you see things you like, oh, my buyer presentation, I don't have one. He said, I can't believe it went all these years, never had one. And then he creates it. And, you know, I don't really come up with a lot of great ideas. My whole life, I copied it. The year I copied the open house signs, I think I went to 400,000 a year in income. I saw a no-name brokerage beat everybody. And I went, oh my gosh. And I knew they were kicking it. And I go, it's the signs. I copied their signs and I went to 400,000 a year. Then I taught 3 agents how to do it. And I think I went to 600,000 a year because I had 3 buyers agents and I gave them the recipe. I gave it away. I ended up teaching 45 agents how to do it. I made 3.8 million a year. The more I gave it away, the more my income went. The more I kept it to myself, the lower my income was. Love you guys. Jared, thank you. Thank you, everyone. We will see you next week. Same time, same place. Bye for now.